All right, I have a Husqvarna zero-turn riding lawnmower that I'm going to change the oil on. I will show you how to do that. Change the oil in the oil filter. And I will show you where the grease zerks and all that are to grease it. And probably blow out the air filter. Usually you get away with a couple of times of blowing them out before you got to buy a new air filter. Alright, I have my oil pan down on the bottom. We're going to take the oil filter off, which is right here. Kind of a tight area. So you probably want to make sure you have some good tools. Alright, there it goes, finally. We're going to take that all the way off, which like I said, I got the drain pan on the bottom. And that oil filter, the numbers will be 1348 oil filter. So we're going to have to let that sit there and drain a little bit, which you can, well, I guess you can't see very good down there. Some of the oil got on the frame. There is a hole down there that's supposed to drain into, but it still got down on the frame a little bit. So I'm going to have to do some cleaning on that. So I'm going to let that drain a little bit. I'll put a new filter on that, and then I'll go on the other side and drain the oil. All right, remember, when you go put your oil filter on, always lube it with oil, the ring. Sure, it don't, buckle up or anything on you. We're going to put it back on, new one back on now. And yes, this one's a little bit bigger, which is better for it. Lasts a lot longer. And it's easier to put on. And short ones are kind of a little booger. They don't have much of a grip to put them on. Like I said, just hand tight them. That's all you got to do. All right, now we're going to go to the other side and start draining the oil out of the motor. All right, see this tube right here? This is your drain plug, which you push down, comes down off the side there. You push down, put it down to the bottom right there. Let's see if I get you a closer view so you can see. And you want to twist that cap off. And it should start draining out, which I guess they got in a kind of a wrong area because it's still going to drain on stuff it shouldn't. Now we just got to let that drain. While we let that drain, I will be greasing it. I will show you that too. Alright, I pushed that tube against the exhaust here to make it where it drains straight down and not drain on this like it was doing. So if you can, try to put it on there so it stays off of everything else and you don't have to clean so much. Alright, I'm going to show you there's a lot of grease zerks up front. There's one here. It needs to be greased. You don't want to overdo it because then you pop this cap off. About 3 or 4 pumps. Then along the rim here, there's grease zerks there. I usually do about 10 pumps. And same thing on this side, there's grease zerks too. As you see, this cap ain't on there. That's okay. Once you keep it well greased, it's fine. All right, the main key, keeping grease, is your mower deck. There's one here. There's one on this side. And then we have to take this part off. There's a couple underneath this. All right, and there's a grease dirt here, and then right here underneath the plate that I just moved. Definitely want to grease them. Wipe off those dirt before you grease them. You don't want to be sending that dirt through your bearings because they eat them up quick. And that's why I always wear gloves. Not tough, but barely. And that, you know, that's about it. The grease dirts I know of. And the main concern ones is the deck. Gets a lot of wear and tear, so you definitely want to get that greased. All right, we're gonna blow out the air filter. I changed this air filter last year. Usually just blow them out, it'd be good. You can usually get 2 years out of them. And then right here, you flip that down, pull it out. You can see it's not that bad, but I will still blow it out, and I will show you. All right. All I do is I take my blower, put it inside, and blow the dust out. You probably want to do this inside or outside the building, not inside. I got to do it inside because I have some neighbors that are getting their music blaring, so I can't do anything with my door open. You can see there's some stuff coming out. It'll blow it really good. It's not bad. I've seen them worse. Like I said, this is a pretty good filter. I just changed it last year, so I get usually 2 years out of them. Unless if someone recommends they want it changed. Alright, we're going to put the air filter back in. Just pushes in. Make sure you push your yellow tab back up. And this just pretty much slides into there. Slides right on top. Just like that. And just tighten these back down. And that's it for that. Now I just got to wait for the oil to finish draining. Alright, it's pretty much drained. So we're going to lift our hose back up, put this yellow cap back on. Make sure you get it on there right, because if not, it's all it's going to do is leak. And then back up along this side here. That's where it belongs. Now we'll be putting some oil in it. Alright, I got my funnel. I'll start putting oil in it. And they're 530, 5W30 oil that you want to put in this in a mower. One more. We're going to put 1.5 quarts in it. I think if I'm sure they take like 2.5 quarts. I'm not for sure. I don't do enough of them yet to know for sure, so. And I don't cheat and look up on Google and see what they take. I just measure everything. I'll put my dipstick in it and see if it's enough oil or not in them. And you got to realize too, sometimes you got to wait a little bit, let your oil go down, because the oil that's in your tube wants to get on your dipstick here, and it doesn't want to read right. I'm going to take one more and try it again. Yeah, it's going to take 2 quarts almost, or not even. We're going to put a little more in. So obviously it's in the add mark. Most likely it will take 2 quarts exactly, and that's what I'm going to put in, because the oil filter will take quite a bit too. So when you go start it up, we're going to wait a little bit, let it drain down, and check it. Oh yeah, perfect. It's setting about right here. So when it starts up, the oil filter would take the rest and make it perfect. All right, I'm going to start it up for a little bit. Let it get oil circulating. Alright, we're going to give it a few seconds. I'm going to check it in, make sure I'm good. Alright, since I had it running, let's just check and make sure we're good. Oh yeah, right there. Perfect. You don't need no higher than that, because then you start causing problems, so it's perfect. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.